Mean girls grow up to be mean women. I'm Kia McLean, the poet, the healing pen coach. I work primarily with women to use the pen as a tool and a resource to heal. Here's something that I used to write in my diary as a child before I gave up writing in a diary, before my mom violated my privacy at 14, 15 years old. I encountered a lot of mean girls. As a child, growing up in the 90s, yeah, I was attacked a lot in late 80s, early 90s, and it was mostly about my skin complexion. And let me say this. If you saw my mother, who is not light, she isn't medium brown, she's darker than that, then you would know that I'm blackety black, 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 black. I'm blackety black. And to be attacked quite often and called something other than black was very offensive to me. It really created a division that I didn't understand because I never talked about my skin complexion. I never made my skin complexion a thing. I never said that I was better or mediocre or worse or whatever. I never talked about my skin complexion because all I knew was I was black, and it doesn't matter. I'm going to get the same treatment that anybody else gets. And the mean girls, oh my, the mean girls, they were relentless. I was attacked constantly, whether it was physically or verbally. They always had a vendetta against me. But then guess what happened? As I got older and as I saw how boys, men, and others would talk about the differences in our complexions, I was like, huh? Oh, so this really is a thing. And then I got a little bit older and I could tell that I was getting certain privileges based on my complexion that women of color that were darker than me were not getting. And I had to recognize that truth. But I'm still going to tell you that mean girls turn into mean women. And if you don't heal those parts of yourself, if you don't understand that it's not that woman's fault, I have no control. It's not like I can hit a button and be like, go darker, go lighter, have fairer skin and hair that's, look, this is what I work with, right? And I love my thick hair. I love it. I love my natural state. I love it. I love being who I am. At one point, I was very uncomfortable with being called light skin. I was very uncomfortable with being called red bone. I was very uncomfortable with those things. But I'm going to tell you something. None of those things define me. Mean girls, mean women. None of those things make up really who I am. If you got to know me, you would know. None of this is all like, okay, you see this now. Like, I was an ugly duckling in school. I kind of came into my outer beauty. I was very ugly on the inside for a long time, and I had to work on that. But I still was never mean to people. Well, I wasn't a mean girl to other girls and women. And so, yeah, that was something that I've had to continue to work through over the years. And this is not to create divisiveness, okay? So don't come on my comments here and saying, oh, here's another light-skinned person complaining. No, I'm not even complaining. I'm saying that I don't feel like we need to be attacking each other on either end. Because I love my mom and I love her complexion, and I always wanted to be a darker person. But this is who I am. This is who God made me to be. This is who my creator said you're going to be in terms of physical, in terms of internal, in terms of all of that. And guess what? I now embrace it all. So don't be mean to people. Don't be nasty and rude to people who cannot control what the hell their skin complexion is. Cut it out. Start journaling through those feelings and those emotions, and you deal with that from the inside out. And stop looking at the next woman and hating on her. Click the link in the bio to connect with me.